What is happening, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I figured I'll bring this video to you guys just to summarize pretty much the stage 1 transformation build on the E55. I just want to go through everything that we've done so far. This is not the end of what we're going to be doing on the E55, but I figured, especially those of you that are new to the channel and don't know much about this E55, I'll go ahead and pretty much summarize all the performance mods, the cosmetic mods, and basically just a little few things that we've done on the E55. If you guys are excited, stay tuned. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, smash the like button also so you can keep up with content on this platform. First of all, I want to mention all the carbon fiber bits we've done on the car so far. So far, we have a front lip. Obviously, the front lips on the W211s are a must. It pretty much makes the front end aggressive. You could do the E63 front bumper as well with the carbon fiber lip. Those, you can't go wrong with that either, but I chose to just keep this OEM bumper and just slap on a carbon fiber front lip. I like how they look and I love how they turned out. Going to the side here, we've got the side skirts. The side skirts, you know, everyone does on these. They just make the car look a little bit lower, more aggressive on the road. And it turns out fantastic when paired with the front lip, and that's like a must. Well, technically you could not do it, but honestly, it would just feel like you're missing something whenever you walk from the front of the car to the side of the car. So going back to the rear, we've got the trunk spoiler. I believe some of the E55 comes with trunk spoilers, but I might be wrong. Mine didn't have a trunk spoiler, so I added that on. And I knew, like, after adding that on, it was missing something, and that was the rear diffuser. Honestly, guys, after adding the rear diffuser, oh my goodness, you got to do the rear diffuser. What else do we have? Obviously, the emblems are black. They were black when I got the car, and I actually really like the way they look. Also, the tips, these tips look like bi-turbo tips, and I actually really like how they look with this diffuser. It's beautiful, just a different look than the rest of the W211, so you would say E55s. They tie in perfectly with the black emblems as well, so that's why I left them, and it's pretty unique. The next thing that I did on the exterior were the side markers. I blacked those out just to match the badges. As you can tell, the V8 compressor badge is also blacked out. And I gotta mention right away, the tint on the glass. The tints on the glass, it's perfect. Honestly, you can't go wrong with it. So pretty much what I have is it's a 5% on the rear window and 5% on the back 2 windows. And I'm pretty sure that's 20%, and that is a 30% on the front windshield. Honestly, if you don't want to go that dark on the front windshield, you could go 50%, but 50% or 30% is the best combo you can have, with 20% on the front and 5% on the rear. The only difference with the 30 and the 50% on front windshield is pretty much the heat. The 30%, when you're in there, you don't need sunglasses. 50%, you do need sunglasses. And the other thing that I've noticed also is the 50%, obviously it reduces more heat than the 30%. Like, it's crazy, night and day difference. That's why I was saying, you know, you can never go wrong with the 50 or 30%, but if you want the 30% and you just want to sit in there without no glasses and less heat, that's pretty much the best combo. So that's why I went with this combo right here. You guys are probably looking at these wheels, and honestly, looking at them in video versus in person, people are like, dude, in person it looks amazing. In video, it's kind of like, video definitely doesn't do justice to these wheels. If anything, maybe if they were 19s, it might translate on video, but these are 18s, and these are the Adhan DSO8. These you would have to get re-drilled. These are normally made 5x114, so re-drill them to 5x112, and that's the Mercedes spec. So these are 18 by 8.5 in the front, offset 35, and for the rear they are 18 by 9.5, offset 30. The rear, I'm not running any spacer. I like the way it sits because we'll get to that later, but no spacers in the rear. And the front, I'm running a 20mm spacer. These DSO8s are not too aggressive in the front, that's why I had to run a 20mm spacer. And also the other reason is to clear the caliper as well. So if you guys do end up getting these wheels, you would end up running at 20 or 22 just to be safe. Tires on here are the Nitto GT2 555 tires, front and rear. Front tires are 225, let's see, I think 225 40/18, so that's like the OEM spec and factory spec. And the rear just a tad bit wider, 275 35/18s. They're perfect for stock and also perfect for how much power the car is making so far. We'll get to that in a little bit. The other thing I did also on here are the stud conversion. The studs I'm running, I believe those are 90 millimeters for front and rear, and that's about it for the exterior. The one thing I forgot to mention, which I just remembered, I went ahead and also lowered the car with Zentry. My buddy Jake helped with this. He's got the Zentry software on his laptop, and he went ahead. We actually both did it. There's a whole video on the channel. He shows you how to, and pretty much we got it to where the car is happy, and we got it to where I really like how it looks. This is in sports one right now. This is pretty much perfect, guys. So coming into the interior, I do have these floor mats right here. These got pushed front just a tad bit. Depends who was sitting here, the passenger, they were probably freaking out. But anyways, these are the floor mats I went with. These are really nice. I got them off of Amazon, and you can request for the logo or the Mercedes star logo, but I went with the AMG. I kid you not, they protect the interior from any, you know, dust or water. And I actually do like how these look in the interiors. I've seen a few on the W211s, that's why I went with this. Coming into the steering wheel, if you guys can see right here, I do have upgraded pedal shifters. These are from G Pedals, forgetting the name, G Pedals, and they are fantastic. They click amazing, and they're wide enough to really feel the pedal shifters whenever you're shifting in manual mode. Other than that, I haven't really done that much in the interior. It's got an Apple CarPlay. Pretty much it, guys. I mean, the interior, I think that's about it that I'm gonna do. Got a little bit nice seat belt covers. Other than that, that's about it, guys. Pretty much what I've done in terms of performance on this E55, pretty much long tube headers going straight to the resonator to a muffler delete, and that's about it for the exhaust, and it sounds amazing. After long tube headers, I have upgraded the throttle body to an 82 millimeter throttle body. This throttle body is amazing, paired with a tune, and also paired with another modification I did to the airbox, which is the lifted airbox plates. These paired with the 82 millimeter is phenomenal. There's a lot of people that say, you know, these don't do that much, but trust me, I've already tested them, and they're phenomenal. If you guys are thinking about it, go ahead and do it. Honestly, it's totally worth it. If you guys are looking for that part, Moscow Supercharged Euro, hit them up on Instagram. They will send you a plate for your airbox. That is pretty much it for the performance. Paired with a tune, this is pushing 500 wheel already. Crazy, I know. No pulley upgrades. One more thing, I do have split cooling. You guys are probably looking at that right now. And I do have the intercooler upgraded from the Bosch 010 to a Aeromotive intercooler pump. That pump pumps a ton of fluid. It pumps about 102 liters per minute. Honestly, it's a lot, but I think it gets the job done. Paired with a secondary heat exchanger and an upgraded main heat exchanger. I don't have an upgraded heat exchanger nor a secondary heat exchanger. I upgraded it just because I knew I was going to do that in the future. So that's what I have going on for the cooling. Other than that, I mean, guys, it's pretty simple. I think I'm running like 8.9 psi of boost, and it's making 500 to the wheels. That is it for performance. Man, the car sounds amazing. I would tell you, with the performance upgrades that got me this power was pretty much the ECU tune. And the ECU is tuned by the Mercedes swap shop, Josh. If you guys are really interested in getting your car tuned, Josh at Mercedes swap shop will definitely get you right. on your tune. They're a great company, and they've tuned the E55 and my C32. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the performance. I haven't upgraded the TCU software or tune. I will actually do that in the near future. I'm looking to put the V12's transmission, which is a lot more torquey. It's a lot more stronger than the E55's transmission. And so that's the plan for the future. But for now, this is build version 1. This has turned out amazing. Like, to be honest, you don't have to do that much in terms of performance for this car to gain how much power I'm making. I mean, just a simple long tube headers, throttle body upgrade, air box lifted with a tune, and still keeping the stock pulley for now until later. But for now, I like it the way it is. It's a lot torquey and powerful on the road. But if you guys recommend anything for now on this build, before get into the second build of this car, let me know in the comments down below. I'm curious. I did thought about upgrading the surge tanks to the crossovers, but let me know what you guys' input. I think I might know what I want to do next in terms of performance upgrade, but I would love to hear your thoughts on that, on the crossovers. Anyways, this is pretty much everything. Like I said, stay tuned for more content on the E55. I hope you guys are enjoying this build. I am. I freaking love this car. It's amazing. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.